kids get to wear. Those Duke uniforms, they're not traditional, so some may not like it, but I gotta say, kudos to those. I love the Navy look on the Blue Devils.
All right, set to go. The opening tip. Wake Forest and the Duke Blue Demons, and it's tipped around and controlled eventually by the Demon Deacons, who are turning it over a lot, 15 times per game, trying to clean that up. Johnson up top. He'll try and drive it for the first basket of the night and sealed off. Duke is playing great defense, certainly in the early going this season. And a big rebound by Cassius Stanley, 6'6" freshman who has been so impressive. Up top for Jones, no call of play for the Blue Demons. Devils, and on the jump shot, that'll switch in from the corner by Trey Jones.
And with everything that Trey Jones gives you defensively, a distributor can produce at 33% from the three-point line. When he adds that to the repertoire, he's a dangerous, dangerous man.
Childress hitting only about 30% beyond that three-point line, but they need him to take a lot of shots, a high-volume shooter.
The defense.
Lucius will swing it. White from three. No. And rebounded away by Carey Jr. He's on down 9 a game. That one's going to rattle in. Quick start for the Duke Blue Devils. 5 points right out of the gate by Trey Jones.
This Duke team takes cues from Jones. He is locked in from the tip.
White trying the baseline. Flips that for the corner and swished in by Torrey Johnson. His three-pointer on the money.
That's huge. White being aggressive on the dribble drive, collapsing that defense. Once they converge, it allows the look from Johnson on the baseline. Beautiful offense.
Jones coming in, averaging 14 points and 7 assists per game. That jumper, nothing but net by Matthew Hurt, who's hitting 41% from three-point land. And Duke off to a very quick start. Johnson getting across midcourt. Wake lost a couple of bigs early. That one's going to be swished in for 2. They lost a couple of very physical big men early they could really use on a night like tonight.
And in this environment, when it's as ruckus as it is, you got to lean on a 6-year guy like Johnson to deliver some plays, and he has early.
Jones will swing the pass underneath. Tough catch, but that's going to rattle in by Jordan Goldwire, the 6'2" junior. His first bucket. Duke on top 10-5 in the early moments.
AOB for a conference that has been plagued with inefficient offense. It's on full display here early in camera.
Airborne shot that'll barely nick the iron by Childress. Give you a look at Coach K now in his 45th season as the head coach. 0 let up in the standards or the expectations for Coach K. 1,146 career wins and counting in a legendary career.
If you ask me right now, he's got a very good opportunity to add that 6th title with this edition of the Blue Devils in 2020.
Jones, the hot hand, not this time. Rebound tipped a couple of times and controlled by Hurt. And a second effort, but knocked away on the theft. On the attack, Childress. And he's denied. Duke stuffs him. Goldwire on the attack. Hurt will lift. He can't hit. Carey Jr. back up short. When Manley fighting underneath. Hurt for 2. Relentless on the glass. Duke on top 12-5.
You got to get Sarr in the game. You got to get the big fella. You need a 7-footer.
Around and off the iron by Johnson. But a real nice start by the 6'9" freshman Matthew Hurt.
Oh man, he's got a
who is now on the bench as a member of the Wake Forest coaching staff. I think you'd put that staff in a pickup game against any in America right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Childress looks like he's still got some minutes left in him Absolutely, but I know as much as a coach, he's proud of what Brandon, his son, has been doing and has done in his career. He's also even more proud as a father for the challenges that come with following in the shadows of a guy like Randolph Childress, one of the all-time greats in his conference. Brandon has carved out an incredible career of his own. Want to be very proud of.
And together, the highest-scoring father-son duo in the history of the ACC. Johnson gets a second one to go down, and he has all the Wake Forest points to this juncture of the game, 12-6. Duke off to a very impressive start.
Really curious to watch Carey down low versus James Banks of Georgia Tech. He struggled at times with that length and athleticism. Saar at 7 feet can present some of those same challenges. Here's the matchup.
Carey Jr. with a short jumper, and he's hit on the elbow. That was with 4 on the shot clock. As he is hit by Saar, he picks up his first foul. We're talking about Danny Manning, on his 6th year as head coach for Wake Forest, one of the greatest college players of all time. Would not mind if this became a foul shooting contest, because his team can hit him at the line. They're very good there.
It's a big part of what they do. Nearly 26% of their scoring comes from the charity stripe.
Carey Jr. makes 62%. He gets to the line a lot. He is Duke's leading scorer and rebounder at 18 and 9 per contest.
That's Wake's first rebound of the game, I believe.
That'll be blocked out of the air by Hurt, who got up there, the freshman, who was playing really well in the early minutes.
And this is why I've been so impressed. A specialist is a shooter, but he's in the trenches. He's actually guarding there, but he creates no giveaway that allows Carey help side to provide the ball.
Stolen away by Goldwire. One-on-one with Childress, and he'll beat him for the lay-in. Give him 4 points, 15-6. Already the sense of danger zone for Wake Forest.
This cannot be a game in the open floor. Duke's defense is keyed some transition. If that's the theme, Wake has no chance.
Saar straight on man. Did they need that with a 3-pointer? To make it 15-9, his first 3 points of the game.
If you're looking for an advantage for the Demon Deacons, that's the matchup. Saar can make Carey dance uncomfortably defensively on the perimeter.
Stanley trying to answer, and he does way downtown. He's 43% out there. Doesn't take a ton of them. That was just his 29th, but he makes them.
Yeah, how about the highlight film game he had versus Georgia Tech down the stretch? Those alley-oop dunks, a high flyer, very skilled offensively.
Lucius with a handoff for Childress, try to get it inside. Duke been so good on the defensive end this season. Bats it right back out. Dipsy-do, but it won't fall there for Trey Jones.
Great outlet.
Johnson trying to catch it there, but a whistle and a foul before that shot. 18-9 Blue Devils.
And this is what you cannot have happen. Jones finds himself in a precarious spot. Jordan Goldwire earns his minutes with his defensive leadership. And then Cassius Stanley showing he's not just an athlete, an incredibly skilled piece to the pie for the Duke Blue Devils. That one was from deep.
It's kind of scary when he's nailing those after the dunk show he put on against Georgia Tech.
But that's what I'm so impressed with. You talk about the high percentage he shoots a 3. He doesn't take a lot of them. His selection allows for him to be as efficient as he is.
Childress trying to get going. They put 2 bodies on him. And that's going to force a turnover as he travels with it.
Childress needs to understand they're going to be throwing those doubles coming from all different directions. He needs to be aware when one comes, there's a pass to be made for a scoring opportunity.
Duke really clicking on both ends of the floor here. Getting it downstairs here to Delorier, and that's a traveling violation. Second turnover for the Blue Devils. 6'10" senior giving that one away. This is a very deep Duke team as well. Coach K talked a lot around his shoot-around today about the depth, even with the loss of Wendell Moore Jr., who was out after hand surgery.
And Moore playing the 3rd most minutes on this Duke team. It's a big loss.
Massoud can't connect from 3-point territory.
Stanley wanted that one, Obi.
He thought about it.
He wanted it. He's feeling it. And it goes back to that selection. Takes the great one.
Jones right at the foul line. The rebound comes free. Right on the baseline. No whistle on the play. And rebounded away by Wake. O'Connell got in there and plucked it away. And another whistle and a foul against Duke.
And there's more on the bench right there, OB. We talked about it. Third most minutes on this team. But he provides elite athleticism on that perimeter. When he's in there with those other guards like Stanley, like Jones, even Goldwire, their defense is at another level. Now it's an Alex O'Connell, and that's no knock on him, but it's a different level of athleticism when Moore is in the lineup that they miss.
He's just into the game, and that one blocked out of the sky. Delorier with good defense. Wake with a man down on the other end of the floor. That's Sarr, slow to get back into play. Flying into the lane, O'Connell, and a whistle with 12:43 to go in the half. And he's down and in some pain. Alex O'Connell, a 6'6" junior on Roswell, Georgia. Neath will pick up his first foul on that effort.
He went to the rim with a purpose there. No regard for a potential landing, and he came down very hard.
And not getting up yet. Well, he did land very hard on that side, maybe around the hip area.
Hate to see that.
And rolling over on his back now, but again, he is in some pain. The junior has been scuffling with a shot so far this year. Only 28% beyond the three-point line, but getting some early minutes and getting right into the fray here. And nice to see him just getting into a seated position. And now on his feet.
Just from the early look of it, OB, as he's able to move on his own accord, this is one that kind of hurts now. Tomorrow hurts a lot more.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah.
I would bet a lot more. Coach K making sure he's all right. We were watching the shoot-around today for the Duke Blue Devils. We saw both teams go through their run-throughs on the day. And when you see Mike Krzyzewski in action, you know, despite all the wins in the national championships, all trips to the Final Four, it's no surprise why year after year after year they are able to meet these incredibly high expectations.
It's the level of attentiveness, which you don't really see across the landscape of college sports because you're talking about 18 to 22-year-olds. The attention span is, there's something left to be desired, but when Coach K speaks, the eyes are locked in on Coach. You can tell they're absorbing the game plan, and that's why they ultimately go out there and execute it. There's no joking around. There's no playfulness between the players. They are in there to improve in that shoot-around. They are in there to get better. They're in there to take what they learned there and go out there and play the game.
Delorier to shoot those foul shots because O'Connell could not continue on the floor. 19-9, Duke up by 10. Joey Baker in the game, 6'7" sophomore. So a lot of guys getting in, showing off that depth for Coach K. That pass is tipped. Shot clock down to 11. And that's going to be a traveling violation by Ismail Massoud. Another turnover. It is already 5 for Wake Forest. We were talking to Danny Manning about that. He said, yeah, of course I'd love to get the turnovers down. 15 a game is too high. At this point in the season, he's doing what he can. They have 5 turnovers, 3 field goals. From the corner, Baker. Yes, he swishes it in. The three-pointer. He makes 42%.
And that's huge for Baker. 1 of 11 from the three-point line in his last 4 games. Everyone remembers the 22 versus Wofford, and he's gone kind of silent since. Big for his confidence.
Well, Wake in dire need of an answer. Sarr provides that with a jump shot. Remember now, he's 7 feet. Wake's #1 rebounder. Getting them a couple of key baskets here.
It's a matchup they got to explore more. Make these bigs for Duke defend him on the perimeter because of the skill set that Sarr has. Make them guard him on the outside.
Alley-oop catch and another basket for the Duke Blue Devils on a pretty play. Delorier is getting some important minutes here early.
Find ways to get Sarr back in a pick and roll scenario. He can pick and pop. Makes Delorier make
both games right here on the ACC network. 7 different players have already scored for the Duke Blue Devils tonight.
There's that balance, and when you have a healthy Wendell Moore, you've got 10 guys. 9 playing for Duke, 7 already scoring. It can overwhelm the opponent.
Doing that so far. Wake trying to get a run going. Goldwire went for the steal, came up empty there, and that one kicked away with 6 on the shot clock.
Georgia Tech was able to really have Duke in a position where you didn't know where the game was going to go because of the edge and aggression they played with on both sides of the floor. These Wake guards on the catch and even the forwards got to get in position, look to drive that thing, challenge this aggressive defense with an aggressive offense.
Sarr's been a hot hand, tried to hand it off, bobbled a bit here by Childress, who's been real quiet. Tried to heave that one up there, would not have counted anyway. Shot clock violation. 6 turnovers now for Wake.
On these ball screens, Duke is blitzing the ball screens, meaning the guy who is defending the screener is showing hard on the handler to have him in retreat dribble mode as opposed to that aggressive nature that I'm calling for, driving towards the basket.
Excellent defensive work again by the Duke Blue Devils. They're holding opponents to 29% from 3. They've held 6 consecutive opponents to below 65 points.
Great movement.
Carry off the double. 7 to get off the shot. Threw it to midcourt. Jones with a save, but threw it away. Back over to Childress it goes.
Here's that double. Goldwire.
Gets the pass off. Nice give for the stuff. Euseus with his first basket. Their first points in the paint.
Now, Childress got lucky. He was also cool under pressure, but he allowed that double team in a bad spot, able to rip through and deliver, but the success right there is low.
Carry on the spin. That is off of Wake Forest, off the body of Sarr. Coach K, of course, with a record 97 NCAA tournament wins. Almost 100 wins for Mike Krzyzewski just in the NCAA tournament in his career. Goldwire off to Jones. They move it for Carey. Open shooter. And it's Baker again. They found the open man to swish in 3 more.
Starts with patient offense from Carey on the low block. Understood he didn't have his feet right. Didn't say, heck, I'm still going to the goal to finish. Kicked it back out. Allowed for the movement. Ultimately with a clean look.
Johnson on the drive and a blocking foul. Let's go back to the ball movement. By the way, Duke 5 out of 7 from beyond the 3-point line.
Look here, OB. Carey on the catch, didn't like his feet, kicks it out, and before I can finish talking, that ball's in Baker's hands being delivered to the rim with a clean 3-point look. Hard to guard because they keep that defense shifting.
Matthew Hurt just picked up his 2nd foul. Baker draining the long-distance jump shot. And so Torrey Johnson at the line where he's very, very good. He's 88%. And naturally,
that's on you.
Misses that one.
OB, that's on you.
Best foul shooter on the team. The team that leads the ACC in attempts and number 2 in shooting. He's 1 for 3 tonight. At the foul line, so a little off his game.
That's a broadcaster's jinx, though. I mean, you got to take some accountability here.
Absolutely not. If I were a little closer to the court, I might pop to that one.
I'm in full support there.
Takes 1 of 2. And he's got 7. So White in 27 to 14. They continue to go very deep down that bench. Jack White, the senior from Australia. Stick with it, and he drops in 2. Give him 5 points.
Gregory Hines would appreciate the footwork right there. Dancing around. Patient.
White trying to drive it, and that's going to be a foul on him. A little shove to get an opening. And Ted Valentine was right there, whistling him for his first foul.
It's a tough call, Dwight. I got to take another look here. There was definitely an arm bar of some sorts. As Johnson has nothing, swings it over. I don't know about that.
You'd let that one go.
I don't think there's enough there.
You're very, very sharp as always tonight. That's going to be laid up and in on the basket by Vernon Carey. Well, you got your 3-hour nap today, so I expected you to be razor sharp.
I was back celebrating the 20-year anniversary of my state championship with some friends, and the good team that we had was not nearly as good as this Duke squad we're watching right now. That nap was glorious.
I'll bet it. Well, I haven't had a 3-hour nap since I was 6, man.
Is that a nap or is that just sleeping?
That's sort of sleeping. I think that's a full-fledged night of sleep for a lot of people. Jones picks the rebound. Blue Devils in transition again, really trying to put the hammer down early. Gary Jr. Oh, is that pretty off the window? And Danny Manning needs a timeout. This one really starting to get away in a 9-1 run. Duke up.
Well, Duke shoots 68% from the field, but this guy for the season, every time you see first, third, fourth in the conference ranking, you got to be pretty impressed with your body of work thus far in the freshman game.
Sure, a freshman from Los Angeles, recently turned 20 years old. Quick, a tremendous athlete. And continually improving. The coaches rave about that, how hard he works. Hard driving layup. Wake desperately needed that. 33-16. They coming in at 8-6, 1-3 in the conference. Duke 14-1, 4-0 in the ACC, and they continue to pour it on, scoring.
Wright might have to be one of those options for Coach Manning's squad. A high-level athlete can match the athleticism of this Duke defense and playing downhill and attacking.
Sarr with a misfire. Wake one and done. Victory tonight would be Duke's 900th all-time at Cameron Indoor, which just celebrated its 80th birthday. That one didn't touch a thing on the wing by Goldwire.
Oxygen.
Wright just into the game, pushes that one up for 2.
Two sequences where Wright has been able to get to the rim. There are times throughout the season where Duke has been vulnerable on the perimeter, keeping athletic guards in front. Wright might be the guy to continue to explore here in the first stanza to lessen a gap.
Sharon Wright, sophomore, trying to provide some energy on the baseline. Tough drive and a foul against Wake Forest.